As a busy high school student, I have to work with learning new and complex concepts on a daily basis. With many activities to focus on, it can be hard to grasp these concepts to the best of my ability, even if I enjoy learning. But the reality is, many students don't. A recent Gallup study found that nearly a third of students reported not being engaged in a classroom. The core problem with engaging students involves pinpointing the specific strengths and weaknesses of each and every student. And with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 16:1, our current methods of teaching are set up to fail from the start. That's where BEHAVR comes into play.
BEHAVR is a VR-based system which uses interactive models in the learning curriculum and analyzes individual students to optimize their learning experience. VR in learning has revolutionary potential as it incorporates all types of learning, such as audio, visual, and kinesthetic. Using varied learning techniques makes VR accessible for any student and allows for a hands-on experience without the hands-on. Along with benefiting the student, VR is an incredibly profitable medium, with the industry nearly doubling last year's economic output.
Now let's talk competition. Current work with VR in education isn't nearly as good as it could be, as it focuses on looking at different places with VR. It prioritizes the experience of being in a VR rather than enhancing the learning experience of the student. Using VR to create models has much more potential. First of all, it can be optimized for learning different subjects. Second of all, it can be rapidly expanded. And third of all, it is much more engaging than trying to internalize a model by looking at a textbook.
Now that we've addressed the uniqueness of BEHAVR and its need in the current world, let's look at the technology behind it. As we've already addressed, BEHAVR uses virtual reality with models to enhance the learning experience. There are several accessible VR headsets in the market, such as Google Cardboard. Modeling itself holds a lot of potential, but we also aim to optimize the learning experience for an individual student. Using non-invasive electroencephalograms, or EEGs, BEHAVR software detects a student's brainwave frequency, which can be used to determine the type of learning that they are experiencing. This data, when compared to a baseline test, helps BEHAVR to change aspects of the student's learning environment to better suit them and the type of learning that would create the greatest gains in education.
My main goal is to ensure we can impact as many students as possible while expanding our technology and market. We plan on focusing on different bodies of education in targeting our technology, such as elementary schools and high schools in the public sector, and universities and other higher levels of education in the private sector. We plan on focusing on government grants to get funding for BEHAVR and collaborate with different counties to set up pilot schools. For universities, on the other hand, the funds from buying our software will allow us to continue to develop models for different subjects to suit the needs of various areas of demand. This system has the potential to expand rapidly in both the national and international market.